Hi guys, we're back again with L.A Noire. I haven't played L.A Noire for a good while, and I am aware of that, and I do apologize. I do got a lot of projects, as you guys know, but that's my fault for wanting to play everything all at once, and I'm okay with that. So as usual, we're gonna get into it as I start. I mean, how else we're gonna start this damn thing, right? I think right now we're halfway done with
Sarge, why are the
this
guys
shit.
giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while
what?
you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads.
How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show?
Who the fuck is a shadow?
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
That's so racist. That's so racist. But anyways, we're back with LA Noire. I appreciate you guys who's joining in via watching this live. If you're watching it live, however, if you're watching this on YouTube whenever it's uploaded, thank you as well. But also I want to thank everybody as a whole, just for even taking the time out y'all day just to support the channel. That looks like a bum right there. Hey, bitch, you know she drunk. Why you ain't offer to help her? Oh, fuckers like that.
Good morning,
All
gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause
Not
for
so
celebration.
grand.
Galloway and Phelps
No.
are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh
I
business.
really hope they don't
Galloway and
literally
Phelps,
mean the actual
task is at hand.
gas chamber.
The address is on the hill. north
Considering
downtown
they're
off
not even that
Fremont.
way done with World War II at this time of here.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we
Shout
all
out to
know
my
how
boy
many
Dennis.
imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let
Well,
us
in this
know
game,
in good
I
time.
got no choice but fuck out my way. I got no choice but to drive good. All right.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
You can drive, dude. I'm gonna save my reserve. I'm gonna save my energy for when I gotta drive. Come on, man. Move your fat ass.
Indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
First the
So,
letter,
yeah.
and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
How
You
you
know,
feeling,
Phelps,
mate?
all
How
these
you feeling?
arrests on your record are giving you a reputation.
To put it to
You
retrospect,
don't want
you
them turning into
guys.
unsolved.
Getting a
these-
vicious
like I
killer off
say
the streets
in
is
these
more
videos,
important than my reputation.
Really?
these
And the
case
spat
homicide
marlin is
case
more impressive than an ocean full
are
of
really
minnows.
The
actually
minnows
based on real
make
life
it
cases.
the man, Phelps. You can't
In real
always
life,
hit
actually,
home
it's
runs.
not actually.
Just gotta make
But it's
first
definitely
base.
based off the real life case of what it's from. Kind of interesting. Rockstar did their best capturing the era of the 1940s for L.A. Noire.
Detectives,
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
scene is
Another dead
secure.
body.
The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's
Dead
the
and
impression the
naked
boys
body,
from
I
the
bet.
Examiner took with them as well.
There's
I'ma
nothing
have to edit this
original
out.
under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
Have so far.
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope.
Sure about that?
And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt
Oh, she's
force
not
trauma.
dead, thank God.
Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much
God.
he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Yeah, but as you guys saw, she definitely had everything in there. Okay.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services,
We're gonna have to look at the
F1363.
laundry service. Okay.
You catch all the good ones,
Is there
Phelps.
anything else we're looking at? Okay. See if there's anything else we could look at. Alright. This is one reason why I do like this game, guys. I know it's not that much shooting considering that you is playing as a cop. That's never going to be a problem, to be honest. Sorry about my Snapchat sound in the background. That's never going to be a problem playing as a cop. But I just feel like I feel like this game get as much credit as because it's a new, fresh take on like being able to play
No drag mark.
this.
The killer was moving around.
I'm kind of mad that this
surveying
game
the scene.
didn't get a part 2. Footprints. Of course. Tire tracks, what the fuck? So he drove.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Gotta be. Okay. Who is this?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm just evening off in the thing. Nothing.
You know, I
1247.
oh, yeah.
Phelps and
Why'd you
Galloway,
go-
LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
I bet you at that moment you'll be convinced that he was gonna run because of how you walked away, right?
You take a look for yourself.
Don't lie,
I've
I know you
got
guys
clothes
was
that need
thinking
pressing.
it. I remember first playing this game, I did
Wrote the
thought that
number
as
down on
well.
that dress. Is it there?
Yeah, we did. I don't remember the number by heart. I don't know the number by heart. Oh my god, I need to listen. 6'3", my dumb ass. 6'3". Come on, man. There we go.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
T. Terrellson. All right. At least we know she's married. Is it possible we could use your phone? Oh, we don't need to use the phone? I'm shocked. Get the fuck out the way, Russ. Shocked we don't need to use the phone. But, okay.
You drive. I need to go over the case
Not
notes.
off the hook, gang.
And
You're
where
gonna
exactly
be fighting.
are
You're
we
still
going?
driving. You're still driving. You're not off the hook. So there's no specific way of doing this, but if you just do it, think about it like this: do it the way I'm doing it. Okay.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another
And it's all
wife
going to
killer.
line up on why
You've always
you're
got
doing
that
it the way
feeling,
you're
Rusty.
doing it.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for
What
once,
the
can
hell,
you not
Rusty?
let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition to this stuff.
Oh my god. I'm gonna drive to the next location because I'm probably gonna do a street crime. Ouch. Alright, we're at the Terrellson residence.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps
Oh,
and Galloway.
God.
Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party.
She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes.
Yeah, you
Those are
can
her
tell he
favorite
looked like
shoes.
he's
Can we
going
come in,
through it.
Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
The thing is, you can't always assume that the
Do you have
husband
someone
and
who can look
boyfriend
after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
did it.
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
Oh, they're them generic ass kids.
I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Question is it always required for them to search? Is it always required, or they just be
Stay
dicks
here till
and
Daddy's
do it
finished talking to
anyways?
these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him
Yeah, I
search.
definitely just
You got nothing to
my stomach
hide.
just turned after hearing that.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing person
Not much
report
help.
actually rules them out as a suspect.
Oh. Baron's bar, I could tell.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Got the location. It's always it's always somebody going to a bar, bro. It's always the bar. I don't know if this is something.
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
I mean, maybe they was in a rush and they turned it down. Man, look, stop trying to make it seem like somebody's guilty. Okay, Cole? The hell you doing? The fuck is you doing, Rusty?
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Alright, this is,
So she went out without her handbag?
yeah, by the looks of it.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Gotta be sure. Yep, it wasn't used. Gotta look at her ID, make sure.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Question is, did she really leave it behind? I don't know. I got answers. I got so many questions and answers. Oops.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
Come on, man. No, motherfucker. That's not what I'm trying to do. This right here.
Lars was out in the rain last night.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody was in the rain last night. Everybody was in the rain last night. Don't do that. Can't incriminate a person just because they was doing a specific thing now.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Half of the rope is cut here, so I don't know how I could defend that. Okay.
I'll be out of your way
questions to ask
momentarily, ladies.
Let me use the phone real quick because I want to be
Operator,
able to
give
just
me
get
R&I.
in and out.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No.
Yeah.
Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Now we can interview him.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Do you have any
Possible
idea why
suspect.
anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but you don't understand me. I'm Officer Tenpenny right now. You just unlocked my alter ego. Lie again, ho.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
I mean, it's a long shot, but I'm trying to incriminate somebody right now.
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad. I'm gonna have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
I can understand that part. Anyways.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
No, she wasn't.
Spill it, Terrellson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
You can't say stuff like that because they will take
About
that as
8:30.
if you killed
Maybe a
them.
little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
Bullshit.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
Lars.
And how do you figure
Lars
that?
Sullivan? Okay, I'm done. Explain the wet clothes, boots. Which I could do either or, but I'm trying to see which one would be more logical. I guess boots, since the boots. Yeah,
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said.
just to let y'all know, y'all could
This
choose
cute little
either
brunette was
or.
hitting on
Y'all could
me.
choose either boots or
Teresa noticed. I was half cut.
the
I walked
or
home
the
from
jacket.
Bobby's,
It don't matter which
but
one.
nothing
I
happened.
just choose boots. This is more
I
logical.
walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrellson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Terrellson broad had her last drink at Baron's bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Baron's bar. Folkstar was playing, boy. You driving the whole game. You driving this whole case, bro. Except when it's necessary for me to drive. Baron's bar. Okay.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Okay. Last contact.
What time
with
did
victim.
Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
I'm trying to look at his facial expression, but I'm convinced it's the truth. Okay.
On
Good
foot?
cop.
In a car? By bus? How was it?
If you ever
She
see me
called for a
taking a long
cab. Did
you
time,
get the
I'm trying to
number?
read their
Sure I
facial
did.
expressions
I
and
like
body
Teresa.
language.
The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was
You
worried about her.
As you
Cherry
should.
pie was delish.
Well, people like him. Is
Put out
who
an
saves
APB on the
people
cab.
If it's something serious going on.
3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Yeah, you lying, ho.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Oh, Lord.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird. We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Okay. As always, they runs away.
Go, Phelps. Get after him. Come on. You got a ride. Get in and drive.
Sorry, sir.
I thought you were going to leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
My thing is, if you're... okay, we can right to them later. Get the fuck out the way, though.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen,
Come on,
a
y'all,
creature
get out
of
the
habit
way.
is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you got to get me closer.
My thing is, if you guys know you're not guilty, why are you running?
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires.
Bad cop.
Wish me luck.
Now I'm gonna turn into a bad cop. Oh my God, just hit me over.
Let's end this farce.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Yeah, you damn right.
Hands behind your head.
You
Okay,
put us through
Bates.
too much.
You're going to answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Not really. You're in a bad position.
Last
so
night,
answer.
you went drinking with a
If you
lady in
wanna
the
keep her
bar.
freedom.
Now she's dead, and your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
Well,
So
at least
what
we know
happened
he
when
tried
you
to have
left the
sex
bar?
with her.
Sailor boy laid one on me.
Fucking freak.
A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look.
Oh, no.
I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Back, and you
Take
could
him to
obviously
Central.
see how they
He's a
was
material
treated
witness
so
in a murder
unfair.
case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
That's unfair. Okay. That's... Fuck, I gotta go to the phone again. I definitely feel like some people are in prison. Back then, people was in prison wrong.
Phelps,
even
badge
for
1247.
stuff they didn't do.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks.
Okay, so now you got a whole shitload of things to do. Our car magically
You can drive
appears right here.
Fine.
Obviously, we're going to
Where
go to
we
Central
headed?
Station first. Oh, wow. Gee. Officer down.
You're behind the wheel.
Bitch.
And where exactly are we going?
The police station. Before I just got ran over almost.
That broad has socks in it, Brazier.
Officer down. Talking about officer down. I'm dead. Oh my God, officer down. I'm dead. The sailor, James Japso. Jesse Japso. James Jesse. Whatever the fuck his name is.
He's in an interview too.
Japson.
Thanks.
Pussy.
What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
I could tell he's innocent just because
Detectives
he came down here
Phelps
to
and
clear his
Galloway.
name.
We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the
Bro,
radio
not
about this lady
everybody-
getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't
Come on,
kill
bro.
anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Not everybody that was with the victim is always the one who
You went
did
to
it.
Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So
don't
you
make
tried to
yourself look
make
good
a
right
woman
now.
who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a
Rusty just
fist fight
shaking him
with
down.
Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup. We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Wow.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Now, say we gotta investigate the hobo camp.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought. 3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, could we have Lars Terrellson picked up?
11K, roger.
All right. Well, don't know what that was about. And I'm not gonna say I really care because I kind of sort of don't. Oh yeah, he's the one we looking for.
LAPD.
We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay.
It wasn't even
copacetic,
right there.
fellas. We need to hold out till the cavalry arrives.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Buckshot to keep you down, Phelps.
If you want your rightful share, we need to fight for it.
Killing.
What the fuck?
These men know they're harboring a murderer.
Oh yeah.
Get your filthy hands off me, you bum.
I didn't even fight long enough.
What's your name?
Rudy already
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Yep, he's obviously suffering from PTSD from the war, which was also a common thing.
The Kremlin's
that
over
war
here,
veterans had to go
Phelps.
through.
Toss it and see what you find.
Shut the fuck up, Rusty. Cops say goons fighting dope war.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the
Jack
Lighthouse
Kelso.
Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir.
No. Hey, boss,
Take a
come
seat,
back. I want
Courtney.
to tell you about how this one time I shoved a grenade up somebody's butt.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk
By the way,
away.
Mickey-
What's stopping you?
By
We
the
had a
looks
deal
of
with
it,
them. That they would dole it out slowly.
if I'm not right,
They said they
Mickey
would
Cohen
supply
was an
abortion
actual
clinics
real
and
life
doctors.
gangster, right?
But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem
Yeah,
is
he
that people are
was.
dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. For God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
All right.
I didn't make
so
it through the war to
obviously
come back to this kind of shit,
they're
Sheldon.
fighting a dope war because there's this drug called morphine on the streets somehow that was stolen from a shipment. But you guys don't gotta worry about that right now, or shouldn't care about it too much until you get promoted to homicide.
I don't think so.
The war. What is this? Come on, bro. If that's not enough clues, I don't know. Come on, bro.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
I'm gonna say it leads to him, but at the same time, something tells me that like it was all planned. Me personally, I don't believe none of this stuff happened. I feel like it was planned. I'm going to have to use a clue because I think I'm missing something. Oh yeah, my dumb ass.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
The Crystal Ballroom. Okay then. Let's go.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Central Police Station. Shouldn't we be getting information about this damn...
Her husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
I think what cops don't realize is you could actually commit a murder without a motive. Like, I'm not trying to sound like weird about that, but some people do things like that without even thinking shit through.
We're going this way.
Which way? I'm going to follow you. Interview will run.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
He's not.
Why did you kill
bad.
Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Bro, what the fuck?
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
So
How
he's
much
gay.
did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards,
What?
I have no use for them.
What? The ever-loving fuck did I just hear out of this bum's mouth? I know this is a game and all, but I just got uncomfortable.
A bus
as
driver
hell
dropped
to even
Mrs.
see this
Terrellson near
interview.
your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
Oh my god, he's trolling.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names
Yeah,
of the
no,
women
but
I've
this
killed.
nigga need to be put.
But I've killed many of them.
man. Oh my, I ain't gonna say
Their
it.
necks are so fragile.
Oh my god.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
There's a lot of unfinished things in this case right now. This case is unfinished.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
All right. I can see why we got 4 stars. What the fuck did I do? Gee, what did I not do to get to... That's crazy because I usually always trigger some of these scenes. I don't know what happened, but But what's done is done. Oh Lord, Cole, stay going to the blue room. Not only are you going to the blue room, but you're going without your wife.
You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this.
Please tell me you're not falling for this woman, bro. You know back then, cheating was actually a crime. Yes. For you guys, yes, let me give you guys a history fact. For those of you who didn't know, back then it was a crime to cheat, which was called adultery, and you would have been charged with it. Hey, the more you know, because this game will teach you shit that you didn't even know existed. Trust me, I learn something new every day. Some things I wish I didn't learn.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Councilman. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring, a matching engagement ring.
Oh my God, another one.
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out.
Copycat
The
killer.
address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
All right. Obviously, we're going to change our outfit now because best believe it's that time. Incognito.
Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
When exactly did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Nah, dealing with that riddle motherfucker, that's why. The motherfuckers that sending riddles and shit, that's why I know so much about riddles. Now get your fat ass in the car and let's move on.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
And it's obvious that he was set up, though. But let's be honest, and it's real that everybody in this case was probably set up. For God's sakes, it's a copycat killer following the Black Dahlia murder. You can't possibly believe everybody did it, bro. I'm glad I can't live around this time.
How can I help you, boys?
Or be married. Yeah, I need to do some things, mate.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. And feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Damn, not y'all shorting him.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay. I'm assuming we gotta look at this one too.
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark.
22 karat.
Gives you an idea of the quality.
22K. Okay then.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
You ain't you ain't even trying to help us. Fat bastard. That's why your ass don't get no ass.
You know the way. You can drive.
So your partner
Fine.
can't drive a
Where we
damn
headed?
lie. And I'm not being lazy, guys. All the time, you always gotta drive. It's time the NPC do some work now. I'll be doing most of the work anyways.
We have a problem.
Fuck that.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus.
Rusty,
Purpose
you're
having
driving
fun
weird.
with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy
Not
Bysshe
to
Shelley
mention,
wrote the poem
guys,
that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia
the
letters are
case
genuine,
next
then
week-
the man who killed
well,
Elizabeth
not-
Short
I'm gonna say
may have
next
also
week.
killed Deirdre
It's been a
Mullen.
long day.
And
But
how
the
do we
next
prove
case
that, Phelps?
is going to get
Skipper
a
ain't
video
gonna like
of its
this one
own
bit.
because it's going to wrap up
We're going to have to
literally
rely on this guy tripping up on his own
everything
vanity.
that's been happening within a homicide case. This is a whole. So I find it fitting that this case get a video of its own. However, it keeps
You boys
key
ready?
cases that shape
Follow
up
me.
the duration of the game from here on out will get its own.
We should
case.
keep this development with the rings under our hat. Until
Which
we
I should have did that.
We're all on the same team.
I should have
Rusty.
did that with
chain of command, Phelps. The skipper
Its
will
own
decide
case.
who needs to know.
While you was with,
Got
while
it?
you was in traffic.
I get it, Rusty.
But I guess you could kind of
Just
say
don't
I
like it.
did that with like the first few cases. So I'm gonna count that. F it.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
Thank God.
I
she
look after all
closed.
the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure
my
him and
God.
the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
All right. Where Mel at?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing
Hey, Ray.
us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
This is something. Oh, hey, Mel.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
All right. Let's go ahead and have a look.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy
Yeah,
will
she was
tell,
a
but I
drinker.
would assume that she was inebriated.
Okay. That sounds disgusting, moving that dead body around.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Say like being a coroner is a hard job. I salute y'all, man, because not only do you gotta deal with dead bodies day in and day out, but yeah, I salute you guys.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Don't worry about reading that shit, guys. You can just skim through it like I did.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult,
this?
Cole. The Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Damn. If it closed, then why the fuck did she got it in her purse then, nigga? Idiota. Another fucking bar, bro.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
So many different bars in this damn game, bro. What's up with y'all going to bars?
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
A bowling pin is the one that stands out to me. We'll get to you in a minute. Fuck it.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Makes sense. I do
Can you
this
tell
now.
me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Creep.
Detective Phelps,
He looks
LAPD
sick.
homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Fucking
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a
Yes,
man.
it is.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
Now you just made yourself a suspect, dick shit.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Dude, come on, man. I would let him hit him.
You
The guy's
went
sick
through her
anyway.
purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Well, that was an honest and straightforward answer. That makes sense. So you're good.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body,
Bullshit.
Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest,
Gee.
Jameson. We'll see how
You
this
just
plays
made
out.
yourself look
Until then,
guilty,
you can think a
bro.
little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
What the fuck? Thank
Clyde,
you, Rusty.
You get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal
How
with him
more
later.
secrets in this
Sure,
prick
Rusty.
get? And he thinks this is okay. Oh Lord, this game make my stomach hurt. With this homicide shit make my stomach hurt. Y'all finna make me turn into nah, I ain't gonna say it.
Cole Phelps, badge
on my way.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks for your help.
All right. Let's go, Rust.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
I guess we go to the liquor store first. Bar after.
You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
They want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really?
Civil War?
I guess that's okay then.
Armies can't
As
fight
in
without
Captain
food.
America Civil War?
Spend all your money on weapons, but
Okay,
you
I'm
still
sorry.
have to
I
have the
love
will
that
to
game. I
fight.
love that movie so much.
Fortunately, The Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Liquor store.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Oh.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking,
What the
Mr.
fuck?
Robbins.
She kept a bed here. But I probably
I don't
shouldn't have
think
let
he
her.
was joking.
An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
First of all, we knew it wasn't gonna work out, but you still get salute just for even giving her a place to stay, bro. That's already a plus on its own, okay?
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
The bowling alley is worth
Rawlings Bowling Alley.
investigating.
Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings.
Probably.
I know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did
Evelyn work in the pictures? A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
No, she did. Right there. The picture. A book.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Yeah.
And she was borrowing books from
Grover McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Okay, then. You do know we gotta ask you some questions, though, right, gang? Just procedure. What the fuck, buddy ass that? Oh, he counted his inventory. Hey, folks, can we take some liquor home?
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
That's worrying.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
I'm already knowing, bro. I could
We
tell
got the
you
impression
was.
that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
I mean, bad cop, because I know you still like know information, but you're holding back.
We're
so-
struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him.
Huh?
From From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
Oh, no.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
We will, Meg. Oh, that hurts my heart, but it's sad to see a person go through that.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
To the bar. I got a feeling that Grover McCaffrey is there, so let's go interview him.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter
Well, I'm not
Mash.
having to drink, but Rusty will.
Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective.
What the fuck?
What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa
Bro,
Fe.
why is you yelling?
Okay.
Why
I see
is you
your
yelling? Oh, chill
How well
out.
did you know her?
I can't say that I knew
Damn,
her.
Cole.
It was more like I was
This motherfucker
aware
yelling
of
like
her.
a motherfucker right now. Like, god damn, dude, chill your balls.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Yes.
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Lie again, you stupid bitch.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes.
it up.
Strikes. Workers' rights. That kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying, McCaffrey.
The book was
You
said
look down your
otherwise.
nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Then why the fuck she had a book with your name on it?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that.
Idiota.
A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a
Tiernan?
paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Let's go, Russ.
You drive.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we
To the
going?
bowling alley. Until further notice, we're going to a bowling alley.
Car 11K, car 11 King, K.
What the fuck? What was my point? What was the point? I guess I'm driving in. Don't know what the point was, but I'm gonna be driving.
All units, officer detail, 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe, 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
I'm gonna take this. A landmark. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this AGB. I really do street crimes. I'm not gonna be able to shoot nobody yet, so therefore I will get all the
units,
shooting
officer
that I
detail,
can.
211 and shots fired.
Go to hell, Parker! No way I'm going down without a fight.
Damn!
Drop the weapon, hands behind your head.
Yeah?
Winged them.
Fuck you too!
God damn it, get out.
Put your hands in the air!
It's always the Mexicans.
He's hiding in the alley.
Move.
Give it up!
Can I
LAPD!
Shit. Dun, 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 dun. They always run. I wonder if I could.
Don't make me chase you!
Oh my gosh!
Fuck. Come on. What? Alright. So I gotta kill him. I don't want to kill him though. One head, a clean headshot. I was trying to prevent that. Damn, y'all make my job
Car
so
11
hard.
King. Advise all units that the
Y'all so
211 from Mallory's
easy,
Cafe
bro.
is code 4, KGPL.
Roger 11K, all units, 211 from Mallory's Cafe,
It all
code 4,
does.
repeat, code 4.
You're behind the wheel.
Yo, fat ass finna drive, bro. I feel like the gang did that on purpose because they know I wanted to get some shooting in for the night. So they gifted me with like saying, "Here, Sean, go ahead and get your one free shooting card out." Okay, so what the fuck did we meet at the police station for again?
The captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I want to make
Okay.
homicide. You know you made it if you can get that desk.
We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
I don't know where that's at. Okay.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him.
Duh, bitch, that's my name. I almost just smacked your ass, goofy hoe.
What's this about,
What up,
Captain?
though, y'all?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging
Exactly.
the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick, but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged.
Oh, gosh.
Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
All right. All right then.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Okay. No. Who are you interviewing, Cole? What's this interview? What's that? I don't know what that is.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Damn, that sucks.
I think his name is.
The fuck, Cole Phelps just got stuck. Bro, if y'all keep on saying y'all think my name, motherfucker, yes, that's my name, you fucking idiots.
Putting you through now.
Idiotas.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, detective?
How could I help, detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay, we're almost done with this case, guys.
You can drive.
Scoot your ass
Fine.
over.
Where are we headed?
To McCaffrey.
Let me pose a
to the
question.
bowling alley.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
Wow. So with that being said, Russ just said he just basically confirmed and said he don't give a fuck about putting the wrong person away. That's kind of cold to think about, man. Well, no, I ain't no kind of. That's cold to think about, really.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
All right. He's running. Person of interest.
Tiernan! LAPD!
All you do is run.
There!
And conveniently, it was just. How did they?
What are you waiting for?
Okay.
Get after him!
We might go
This is
faster if we
game
weren't
logic.
carrying the extra weight.
But we can think about in time.
These are
in real
flashy
life,
cars to be
life
parked
logic.
outside a bowling alley.
How
The
fuck
lanes
they get the
attract a
keys?
fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Shit.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Oh my God.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
No, he's still getting charged.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way.
No, you know these people
What if they
stupid,
run because
so-
someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them.
Don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective.
No, for
Leave
real,
to
that
the
makes
perp's
sense.
imagination.
Because how is it convenient
Whoa,
that
looks
every
like we're going
time-
into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us. I'm okay with it. Wow. Oh my God, this kid's crazy. He's gonna kill us.
Hit him, Colt.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
I should just pop your ass. just for making us go through this fucking tunnel like this, you fucking shithead.
What do you
Get out
think?
the way, Rusty.
Call me a red basher,
Get
but I
out
think we
the
should look in on that fellow traveler from the bar. That McCaffrey guy.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Now I should shoot your ass for just putting me through all that. Okay. Officer, why do you still got your gun out?
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Now we're going to McCaffrey's apartment. We finna get ready to wrap this game up in a minute, y'all. Yeah, McCaffrey apartment. I forgot to confirm it. All right, we getting ready to wrap this up, y'all. Not only this tragic and sad case, but shit, this video in general. The cases could be tiresome as hell. Trust that. The fudge. Oh. First of all, how do I know which one is McCaffrey's apartment? Apartment
McCaffrey
6.
is in apartment 6.
All right. First off, you'll click the claim. West side where we ride, we be quick with gang. You plan to be a player, but I'll fuck your wife. 5 to 6 down this way. What's this? 7? 8. These holes lied. That's 6 right there. Just kick the door in. That's all you have to do, bro. Okay. Oh wow, this is the other half of the letter.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
All right. It's a small apartment. To be honest with you, I like an apartment like this. I like an apartment like this. But anyways. Whoa.
He said he was at home.
Oh.
He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Yeah, but...
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon.
Get out the way, you old ass bitch. You act like you ain't want to help us.
A citation, at least.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
I mean, you can't book him because he's drinking at home, bro. Oh, so nice.
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
All right. Yeah, we finna get ready to wrap this shit up, yo. Cause these cases got my damn head hurting. I'm trying to.
There he is. See him?
Yes, I see him.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
They always run.
There he is, officer.
Get the fuck out my way, and while you over here saying there he is. But yeah, guys, I feel like this makes sense though. Like,
Give it up, LAPD.
I feel like everybody is being framed right now.
McCaffrey,
Good.
you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Damn, he just bust off him. You usually gotta box him, but I ain't feel like boxing. I just want to
We
get
need
this
to get
shit over
downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey.
with. Motherfucker.
Unless Tiernan set him up. I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that
Bro,
McCaffrey
at
didn't do
this
the
point,
dog?
we don't know what's really going on.
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
Nobody
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
This whole thing
I'll hold
is a
you to
fucking
that.
shit show, bro. All the signs point to it being McCaffrey, but bro, we don't know if that's the right man. Don't nobody know what's going on in these cases right now. Like, it is so mixed up. You don't know who's lying, who's telling the truth.
You
The
sure
fuck
you
is they
can make
doing?
it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either
I
McCaffrey or
don't know,
Tiernan,
man.
sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
Who is Jamerson?
Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Is Jamerson that dude that from the liquor store? Yeah.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
No, you're not wrong. They
Can you
definitely
describe
they
your
definitely would've killed
relationship
you.
with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying
Like,
to me
you
and
know.
I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
He was the last victim, Saul.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's
point.
Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
You're joking.
We either
right?
hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before.
This
You
just
know, it
shows
makes
that
out
they're
some kind of
okay
labor
with
dispute,
booking the wrong
but,
people.
You know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're
Stop
lying,
lying to me.
Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
We know that's true though, but
she left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
You can't incriminate yourself because of
Do you
something
own
like
a
that,
car,
bro.
Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
The fuck we doing?
Evelyn was
charging
missing a
him,
ring
bro?
from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Oh. Okay. I honestly don't know what to say to you guys right now. Usually I would have answers to for you guys about shit like this.
You ready
But
to
I'm
answer
lost
some questions?
myself right now.
You think I have all the answers? People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touche, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Oh, you a cocky motherfucker, huh? I like this.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Lie again, ho. You pause too fucking much.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
The half-torn letter. Oh shit, I just went right past it.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
Okay, guys.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know.
The way
but
he just said,
if I
what
didn't
you
put it
talking
there, somebody
about?
else did. Try
I'm going to-
exercising your powers of deduction on that.
I'm going to explain it to you after this video. After this whole gameplay over with, I'm going to explain to you guys.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with
I
in your
gotta
apartment,
focus on this
and the
shit
note
right
from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
But he has a good ass point.
I don't
too,
believe
though,
you,
bro.
Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was Tillman's.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you
accusation.
threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed
Go ahead.
Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Do we really speak with him?
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
You ran the lead on Olympic?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
All right. I want to go to Tillman and see what happens.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
Oh, shit. I don't think I had an answer to this. Oh, my God. I don't think I ever did this one before, bro.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover.
Gee.
I thought Evelyn would have come back.
Okay, I'm stuck. I'm really stuck now, guys. This is really like... Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you guys right now. This is like the first time I ever really... This is the first time I ever actually did this, because I never really saw myself even coming close to doing... I don't really remember actually doing this last question itself. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I really don't remember doing that. Honestly. He'll say go ask Tillman, and I always usually go check the phone and literally just
Standing around saying nothing, is this some kind of mental torture?
Shut up, bitch. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to explain to my audience on what I think and try to get their input. Oh my God. I'm going to accuse you.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to
How can you
accuse
say I
real
wasn't in
quick.
that hotel room?
Because I think it's because either I don't know. It's somebody's accusations. But I feel like it's his criminal record.
I've told you
Fuck!
all I know. I wouldn't do a thing like
Damn it.
this.
Why did I think it was his criminal record?
Wait here.
Okay. Well,
He ran the light on a limit.
he's in the clear, but now they just put us in a big ass loophole. Now we got one more. Now we got another
You
reason
were in
to
the
charge
war?
him.
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Oh.
You're lying,
No,
McCaffrey.
it's not.
You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
Because you was honorably discharged, dickhead. This is what I meant to say right here. Oh my God, I fucked up. I'm still gonna get a confession out of McCaffrey, but gee. Oh. That's what you get for thinking.
We know
too hard.
all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore! She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oh shit. Yeah, I gotta charge you, man. Evidence is pointing directly towards you. Like I said, I'm gonna explain it to you guys after this.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm
After
charging
so
you
quick.
with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
Right. 5-star case. Okay, good. Yeah, we gotta hurry to get this solved because now he's on death row. Yeah, guys, we definitely got a copycat killer right now. The person that's actually doing the acts, the heinous acts, is still out there, obviously, and needs to be found because right now, though, nobody knows what's going on. It's so up in the air. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so up in the air. Don't nobody know what's going on. This whole case is just out of order, yo. But hey, what more can you do? I do pray that he fix it. I pray that they find closure. Like I said, the next case will be its own video because not only is it a long one, but it's gonna finally actually solve all the cases from your homicide cases and put closure to the end of these stories. And you're gonna be shocked at the end. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys sticking around for this long ass video. Just take care, y'all. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys with the next